welcome back. It's been a long time, and this class I want to use it to talk about color grading. I actually promised you people how that I'm going to do a color grading tutorial, and yeah, it is. Okay, so I'm going to quickly show you some kind of deep things in color grading, and it will be useful for you along the way. And although I'm organizing something big for you guys, so that it's going to help you in the long run. Okay, so let me quickly show you some things about color grading. Now, a lot of people just look at some photos and you feel like, wow, this photo is beautiful, this photo is color graded, it's awesome, it just has an emotion, has a mood. Yes, that's what color grading is about. You put your emotion, you describe a picture, you give a certain mood to a picture, you tell a story about a photo using colors. So that's color grading. Now, sometimes you do this color grading and you don't just get what you want, you just don't know what to color grade or how to go about it. That's because you don't have any idea. We don't have any idea on color grading yet. So when you don't have any idea on color grading, you tend to you don't know what to color grade in the image. So in this I just want to make it very easy for you in this video. Okay, so well, they talked about primary colors. Now if you check this color, it's called color wheels. We have a lot of colors, but normally we have three colors: primary colors, which is the red, the green, and the blues. Now red, green, and blue are the three primary colors, and when you combine those two together, you have the other secondary colors, which are yellow. You combine red and blue, you have purple, violet. You combine red and yellow, you have orange, red, orange. You combine yellow and blue, and then you have all these blue, green, and teal. So that's to get the primary color, you have to mix these three colors: red, green, and blue. So that's why we have the RGB. If you open any curve or any adjustment layer, you are going to see the RGB color. So red, green, and blue. Now those colors are not just there, you have to use those colors to get every other colors. Okay, so and those colors, as they have a mood, they call it mood. Why? Because they describe the mood of the picture. And also, when you have, I think, let me show you, when you have blue, we have blue defined as what? Trust, peace, and loyalty. So when you have blue in your image, it describes peace, trust, and loyalty. When you have green in the image, you have hope, trust, and nature. So anything that has to do with green, orange, warm, friendly, and optimistic. So talking about friendly. Pink is fresh, youthful. We have a lot of definition attached to it: purple, vibrant, cool, and calm. So these red means passion, strength, and power. So purple is also attached to royalty, like mostly when you see king and queen and all those colors, they put on purple. But the most important thing I would like to say is, whenever you want to take your shots, you need to consider this color grading first. So your color grading depends on the photo you took, the color of the model's shirt, the color of the model's hair, the color of the model's skin, the color of your background, the color of things you want to put in the background. So if you get those things right, your color grading will be very, very, very easy. Okay, all right. So now, so about this color wheels, there are things about this color wheels you need to know, like I said. But I would like to explain the color wheel first. Now, from the color wheels, from the center we have white. Going outward to the part of the circumference, you have the value of 100. So meaning at the edge of the circumference, where my mouse is hovering over, we have 100% of the color. And then when you go down, you see that it becomes desaturated till you get to the middle of the color. Let me look for a picture that explains that. Okay, so I just dragged in a picture. So this is it. Now you can see that the middle part is white. Then going outward, we have the saturation of the color. So here we have red. Coming down, the saturation becomes white. And we can explain that using adjustment layer, which is the hue and saturation adjustment layer. When you grab the hue and saturation adjustment layer, if I open up, you have red, yellow, green. So red, yellow, green, and the rest. But let's desaturate everything, and you're going to see that we have just black and white. And this is, take this up, we have just white. So that's how it works on the color. Take it down, we have just black. Okay, so I'm going to delete that. Let's delete now. So when you take the value of 0, it becomes white, the color becomes white, all color becomes white at the value of 0. Then when you keep going, increasing the saturation, then we have the saturation, the color, the 100% saturation of the color. So now one thing also you need to know, so if saturation determines your color grading, we also have what they call value. The value of your color is also matters a lot. Now it gives the shade. You see some color brown. Color brown is still the same thing as red. So your primary color brown, is the same thing as red. Teal color is still the same thing as kind of bluish or greenish. So all colors are actually the same, but you just need to know that saturation changes color a lot. If I put a red color, for example, and I desaturate it, you have these 3 colors that are here, which is ruby, candy apple, and pomegranate. What's it called? Sometimes you might even have this one, sooty. So we still have brown. Now let's go to green. Okay, so we have green. If you desaturate green and you're going down, you have this clover, sage, emerald. All these, I don't think that's the name of the colors. The color name are different here. For the yellows, you have, if you desaturate, you have the lemon, canary, and saffron. Okay, so there are some other colors that has different name. So like I said, desaturation, when you desaturate, and the value of the color and the saturation of the color defines the color that we have. Okay, so enough of that. Now, since I'm going to explain that in the real master class for you very well, so you're going to get a very good understanding on that. Now I want to turn off this one, and I've explained this as well. So value and saturation, I'm going to turn off this one. Now we have different color grading, and I'm going to give you the names, and I'm going to explain it later on. So the first one is the complementary, or the the first one is the monochrome. And you all know what monochrome is. Monochrome means one color. We just have one color in the image. So just like this one, if everything in a particular image has one color, just this green alone is called monochrome. If everything in the picture have this candy apple color, is called monochrome. So example of monochrome, your black and white is monochrome because it has one color. Okay, so ranging from white to black. All right, so now the green has one color. If it is only green from white to green, so from white to red is monochrome. From white to orange is monochrome. From white to purple is monochrome, just one color. And we still have two. Two is called dyad. And you can see the dyad right here, and this is the picture that explains it. So I'm going to also show you in the masterclass about that. So 75% and green. So the two colors have to be, one have to be 75, one have to be 25. So you can see here that I know it's blurry. I have to take a snapshot of the video. The model's body is orange, and the grass behind her is green. So we have two color dyad. And we also have complementary, which is another two color double color. Complementary is opposite the wheel. So for example, the complementary of yellow green is red violet. The complementary of red is green. Those two colors match each other, but you can't use the same saturation. One has to be more saturated than the other. That's how you make something pop out the more. So if you have red, you need to have little saturation of any of this green that I mentioned here. So notice how this sage color is called green. You can imagine how it's not even looking like the green, but it's green. Do you understand? Okay, so let's continue. So red color facing each other like orange and blue, they are called complementary colors, and those colors will work together once you use them in your photo. I'm going to turn it off. So that is for diad complementary. We see have split complementary. They are split complementary. Okay, split complementary, I guess this is it right here. Split complementary. So split complementary has three colors opposite. I'm going to explain that later on if you want to attend the masterclass. We have analogous. Analogous means three colors side by side. For example, we have the red, orange, the red, and the red violet. So these three colors, using them combined, is called analogous. Okay, we still have split analogous. Okay, so let's still continue. Now that's analogous, using three colors in the color wheel, 1 to 3, like the blue, the purple, and the rest. Okay, so we have split complementary. You all know what complementary is. Complementary is true color, but when you split this last one and split it into two, you have split complementary. An example of the photo, we still have this one, which is the triad. The triad is like a triangle. Yes, it's like a three color, like a fan. 1, 2, 3. So triad of orange, red, orange goes to yellow, green, comes to blue, violet. So we have 1, 2, 3, like three, dividing the circle into three parts. So those color facing themselves, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, that's split. Sorry, that's triad. So it's triad, which is this one, triad. And the colors needs to be in the percentage of 50, 25, and 25. So you can check this one. The lipstick is red. I know it's blurry. The lipstick is red, so we have 25% of that color. We also have this color, which is right here, which is actually the 50%. We have this yellow color, which is some yellow that is on our skin and the part of our hair, but the color dominating is this blue, which is very saturated right now, and we have it on our body. Okay, so that's triad. And we have analogous complementary. So analogous complementary, analogous is this one. Look at analogous. We have three colors beside yourself, and opposite, if we have one facing it, is called analogous complementary. Notice complementary, don't forget what complementary is. Complementary is two colors facing each other. We have 1 and 2 and 3, so like this complementary right here. So analogous complementary is when you have three colors, 1, 2, 3, facing one other colors. So that's analogous complementary. And we have this one, double complementary. So double complementary. Now for this analogous complementary, we have this green, emerald green that she's putting on as the earring. We also have this purple, light purple, which is the lipstick, and we have the skin tones, which is dominating, which is the color of the rest part. We have double complementary, so which is like a four color. You can see the pictures that are there. So I'm going to explain that later on in the masterclass. So that's not just all. That's not all. So before you use this color wheels or color settings, you need to know what your model is putting on and the lighting you have and every other thing. So also we have this one, which is still the same thing. I'm going to the same. So complementary, triadic, split complementary, dyad. We have monochrome. So look at the example of monochrome, monochromatic. We have just one color, this one color right here, and you can see all our skin. So it's ranging from white to that color, saturation of that color. So from white, which is the highlight, to the dark part of the saturation of the color. So that's monochrome. We have dyad, we have complementary, we have triadic, we have split complementary, we have analogous complementary, we have analogous, you can see analogous, we have double complementary, and so on and so forth. So that's the type of colors grading that we can achieve from our color wheel. So you need to master the color wheel before you start thinking of the mood you want to set. So like I said, if you want a very warm, loving mood that describes your photo, describes the color you actually want to use, you need to know the definition of those pictures and the type of color grading pattern you want to use. Okay, so I also have this one, the color wheel, which is, this is another type of color wheel. You can download many online. So this is another one. So the colors define, what defines the color is the value, the saturation, and the hue. The value, saturation, and the hue. The hue changes. The hue changes around. So you can change this this color, the yellow. You can change it to red. You can change it to purple. You can change it to blue. You can change the saturation as well from the middle part to this, and you can change the value. Now let me show you what the hue and the saturation and the value explains. The value describe the darkness of the photo. So when the value is low, we have 0, we have dark black, and when you take it up, we have the color. But for saturation, when you decrease the saturation, we have white, and then when you take it forward, we have the color 100%. So see it as a graph. See it as a graph from the middle part, which is the saturation. When you desaturate a color till the end, desaturate it to 100% desaturation, you have white. When you decrease the value from 100%, you have black, which is black, the bottom part of the image, black. So black value 0 to 100, which is black to the color. Saturation 0 to 100, which is white to 100. Then the hue just changes the color in the color wheel, either to purple to blue, and that's how you color grade. The hue is what explains to give you the real color of color grade, not the saturation and value. The saturation and value just help in making things pop out, to center the focus of the eyes. And when you desaturate an object, you tend to lose the mood, or you tend to lose focus. You also can use it to describe the emotion of the picture or the mood of the picture. Why the value as well also gives you the same thing, but the hue describe the hue help in telling the story, the real story, using the color wheel. So the main thing is the saturation, the hue, and sometimes you can use the value as well, which is not really important, but it's important. So right now I'm going to analyze some image for you.